Alrighty then, let's get this stream started. Hello again everyone, we are Gaming by Gaslight Live. It's, I think, been a never month since the last live stream. I've been terrible about keeping these on a regular schedule. But anyway, we're gonna play some Sunless Skies today because there's been a number of interesting and intriguing updates since the last time we played, and I wanted to dive back in. In particular, adding a whole new area to the game to go explore. So, let's jump on in and do that. Oh, also apparently there is a big wind blowing us right up against the edge of the dock, so that's less good. But anyway, yeah, Elufuria, however you properly pronounce it, there is a whole new area that we are going to venture to, if I can get out of this peacock wind. It's also interesting to me that there's like now weather and stuff that we have to contend with, and scary monsters like that. Anyway, let's just kind of like side hustle our way out of here. And eventually... Oh goody, free supplies and lower terror. That's good. I mean, hopefully we can get out of this peacock wind nonetheless, because that would be great. And if we look at the map, we are going here to the Elufuria Transit Relay. I think we've got everything we need in order to actually get in there, so that'll be pretty, you know, straightforward, I should hope. But once we go through, there's no going back, at least not the way we came, so we've got to prepare ourselves for the worst. Also, we can turn our lantern off now, which is apparently going to be really, really important to keep in mind once we go to this new area. Hey there, welcome to the stream. Alright. So, yeah, just got out of the gardens, away from the buzzy bees and other horrors of the Reach. Yeah, alright. Anyway, the other reason I figured we'd play some Sunless Skies today is because it's a nice, slow-paced, relaxing game, just something to, you know, settle in with, much like cozying up with a good book. So, felt good. Felt good to me. Alright. What else has been added since we last played? I mean, we've got a whole new area. There's been some combat updates to make combat even more exciting. Some balancy stuff, some optimization-y stuff to make game performance a little nicer. We've got, like, random weather effects, and just some more random events in general to help make traveling between ports a little bit more interesting, though I do kind of hope eventually maybe we get the ability to upgrade our engine or something so that we can go a little faster. Oh dear. Now there's another wind. What is this? Oh, it's another peacock wind. Alright. I mean, I can't complain. It's giving us free supplies, though it is also really ratcheting up the terror, which is much less good considering the fact that we're about to go to an entirely new area, of which I don't really know what to expect as of yet, so yeah, that's going to lead to some interesting times. I mean, it's very dark. That's all I know about the new area. It's very dark. We can't go back the way we came in, and we have to find a new way out. And it's probably also the most beautiful and yet terrifying area so far, so that'll also be fun. But also, again, yeah, I really hope at some point we can upgrade our engine so we can travel at least a little bit faster. Oh, also, I've went completely past the relay at this point. Good job, Gaslight. Another quality of life thing I'd like is maybe with this little corner of real estate here, if we could have a mini-map so I don't have to keep pausing to check our location. But other than that, the game is well on track, I think. Excuse me. Alrighty then. Almost there. Very lonely out here. Just us and the mold. I mean, I'm assuming this is mold. This entire side of the map is just covered in mold and fungus and all kinds of other delightful things that are bad for your lungs. Well, yeah. Pretty bad for your lungs. Alright, let's see what we've got. I'm gonna feel like an idiot if I'm not actually prepared to go. Alright, yes, travel permit. How much do we need to pay? Oh boy, 800 sovereigns. A stone edifice, scintillant with sigils, is encased in a contrivance of steel and brass. This is a signed Jenkins relay, allowing transport via a loophole in some cosmic mandate, to a far-flung district of heaven. This one leads to Eleutheria, a place of revolutionaries and malcontents. It is little used. Ooh, travel permit. Other travel permit. Why is this permit better? Oh, okay, so if we had all this, we could... I gotcha, we could go better. Or be better. Anyway, we want to travel, so let's buy our permit. There we go. And we could travel if we had... Oh, I need one more of those to... Good thing we have these savage secrets then. Alright, off we go. The superintendent listens attentively, even takes notes. He has no intention of forgetting the slightest detail when recounting it to his subordinates. When you're done, he's almost friendly, going so far as to walk you back to your locomotive. You're barely aboard when the hour looms start up. The machinery grinds and stirs, the steam vents. The sigils of the edifice burn with sullen fire. A force like a great hand seizes your engine. And off we go into the dark places. Hopefully I have made the right decision. I mean, for the sake of adventure and exploration, we totally made the right decision, but for the sake of not dying a horrible, horrible death, I am a little skeptical about that part. Ah, but we'll be fine. I mean, we've also got a super cool train to ride around in, so that's also good. The Moloch model, I believe. In any case, it's our HMS Gaslight, and it is a grand and glorious train that shall carry us to all the 5 corners of the stars, and every other corner for that matter. Oh my. Alright, let's have a quick look here just to get a sense of where we are relative to everything else. So there's the Reach, there's Eleutheria, we've got Avalon over there. Man, we've almost explored every corner of the Reach, haven't we? Not so much elsewhere. Alright. Well, it's quite dark, isn't it? Alright, here countless rogues and outcasts have arrived in Eleutheria's encompassing dark. Alright, let's send out our scout, see if we can find a place to stay. Okay. Oh wait, what's this? Something that is something. Alright, let's circle back and go see what this little moon thing is. If it is, in fact, anything at all. Oh, we're gonna get so much terror. Which concerns me a little, but other than that, I'm sure we're fine. Wow. Just look at that. Reaching on down into the depths. The trees growing thick and fast. And also dark. You torch fires to light the way. I mean, this has got to be something, right? I mean, I assume that's what our scout saw, actually, now that I think about it, but, oh, it's a wreck. Well, that's just lovely. The King of Emeralds. And it had absolutely nothing for us except a dinner bell. Well, not really a dinner bell, but you know what I mean. Alright. Also some kind of, like, fallen Templar church here. Ooh, what's this? Ooh, amber. I like it. Don't know what that was good for. But, you know, it was nice. Oh, this has got to be something, right? I mean, cool little pond, little bit of blaze here of people huddling against the eternal night. Bit of light glistening in from the clouds. Oh, and it just keeps going down, doesn't it? One of those things where you almost wish... Could you imagine if Sunless Skies was 3D and you could actually move up and down between these layers? That'd be crazy. You pass through the Roosts, an archipelago of silent ruins. Oh, that's wonderful. Oh, we're gonna get so much terror. Aha! What have we found? Something. Hopefully a port. Preferably one that'll reset our terror. I'm not counting on it. Oh dear, and there's something moving out there. Hopefully something friendly. Oh, and this is it. Alright, some tea. Tea is nice. Never scout, maybe? Okay, it has... Okay, there's something a little further in. I'll be honest with you, there's something about this area that tells me that I might not want to just blindly charge right into the middle of this place. Ooh, good. Tartarian roosts. Alright, I mean, this looks like it could be something. Fragment of an ancient library. Alright. Oh wait, according to this, something grave. So, just a dead library, or... I don't really seem to be getting the option to interact with it. Maybe I had to be over here, closer to the light. In any case, let's see what we've got going for us here. I mean, we found some little things. No major ports we can land in yet, though. That's what I'm really looking for right now. Alright, a bit more fuel. Oh, God. Oh, the candle wind. It's eating up all my resources, and we don't want that. Especially as they're, you know, lean enough as it is, now that I think about it. Okay, something all the way down there. It feels so empty and lonely out here, doesn't it? Ooh, there's a tree over there. You enter Libertas, a field of freedom and gloom. Alright. That sounds slightly better for our fortunes, maybe. Near the Wolf's Manse, where fanatics make adorations to the dark. Okay. This has got to be a place we can land, right? Or maybe not. Alright. Oh, hello. What is this? It's dark. An extinguishment, something. Oh, I looked into the dark. And the dark looked back. That's wonderful. Alright, we're back to full health. That's a plus, and got this guy over here. Was it a good idea to look into the eye of darkness? Probably not. But at least we have a tale to tell, and that's generally... You're gonna... Oh, God. Okay. Alright, friendo. You want to fight? I'll give you a fight. Alright. Whoa, boy. Alright, he doesn't have the range on me, so that's good. Gonna try charging at me? Is that what you're gonna do? You running away now? Yeah, you better run. That's right. You run back to your mommy. Does this look like a giant nest? Oh dear. Audio's getting a little off here. I'm not sure if that's a glitch on my end or if it's supposed to be. No, that's gotta be a mistake. 1 second while I fix my audio. There we go. Alright, that should be better. Hey there, welcome to the stream. Alright, that's fixed that. Let's see, incoming or incognito princess. I remember reading about Lord Langley. Strange fellow, strange ideas. I'm gonna leave this thing alone. Hello. Goodbye. Oh, we're gonna get so much terror. Alright, bat. There's gotta be a port around here somewhere. Okay, it found something. Alright, let's circle around. Gotta keep our eyes open here. I mean, we've got terror going up, we've got monsters fluttering around. Something's groaning out there. Look at this. What is this? It's like a... It makes me think like a giant space bird or something. You know, like assembling a nest, like some kind of wicker thing. Okay, this looks like... Aha! The briars! Ow. Good job, Gaslight. This has got to be a port, right? Like, we can land at this. I would hope. Oh, here we go. Something to interact with. Press gang the hermit into your crew. I don't really want to do that. A single candle burns in the cave entrance, not to offer light, but to deepen the darkness beyond. The hermit drags a sharp rock through their flesh, carving spiral patterns on an already bloodied skin. Their milky gray eyes stare at something beyond the cave wall. Their whispers could as easily be prophecy or madness. There's a part of me that says I should just get out of here. Yeah, I need my supplies, so no thank you. I'm just gonna leave. Goodbye. Alright, so we've got a hermit there. There's gotta be a port on the other side of this, right? Probably, maybe, possibly. Ever a wraith thingamajig fluttering over there? But I'm sure we have nothing to worry about as long as we keep to ourselves. It probably doesn't hurt or want to hurt us any more than we want to hurt it. Though admittingly, I do kind of want... Oh wait, there it is. There it is. Finally a port. A port in this deadly, deadly storm. Reset our terror? It did not reset our terror, so this is not like the main port in this town. That's mildly unfortunate. Let's see, a cottage the size of a cathedral. Mellow candlelight shines through its frosted windows like split treacle. Here the vanished Lord Langley founded a home away from home. A London for the exiled, the lost, and the lovelorn. Distance is suspended inside. No one has ever claimed to have charted the entirety of the Limitless Hall. Okay. That sounds rather ominous. A man in a faded postal uniform greets you at the end of a battered jetty. He carries a shuttered lamp in one hand. Its light the same deep amber hue, of the last lamppost. Hello, hello, a new guest. This way, please. Let's get you somewhere warm. He produces a set of keys and strides towards the oak-paneled front door of the house. He knocks thrice and then unlocks the door. This way! The sound of laughter spills out. Inside, an endless house party is in full swing. Guests who enter Langley Hall rarely leave. That's ominous. The hall is the oldest the oldest part of Langley's project. From here, staircases wend their way to other rooms, halls, landings, and wings of the cottage. Guests sit on stairs, sing from the banisters, or promenade along the hall in search of friends. The closest door to the entrance is wide open, revealing a cloakroom the size of a village green. Fires crackle in 7 hearths. Someone has set up a bar. Okay. Yeah, sure, we'll sign the guest book. Just a little formality, the post officer says apologetically. Don't worry, we don't have many here. Okay. He leads you to a little side room, where a buffet replete with dips and breadsticks has been laid out. He produces a huge lever volume from under a table and moves some hummus so that he can set it down. Fine indicates that this is volume free. Tell us how you'd like to be addressed, whatever you'd like, who you really are, or who you want to be. He hands you the pen. Alright. Oh, interesting. Let's see. I just want to be called Captain. Captain is good enough for me. Just Captain. Captain Gaslight. We got this. The post officer nods, blots the ink, and closes the book. Very good, Captain. You are welcome here for as long as you care to stay. I said Captain, not Cap'n. Captain. Say it right, sir. He shakes your hand. One thing, just a note of caution if you go exploring. We don't know how far the hall extends. I doubt even Langley does. Oh, that's wonderful. Okay, so I can change this if I want to change my identity. Alright, that sounds interesting. Could inquire after the Lord Langley. We can hang up our coat and hat. Alright, more options in the hall. Run the risk, of wanting to come back. That's ominous. Let's ask about the Lord Langley. We won't stick too long in any one place. I think we want to do as much exploration, and then we'll, like, drill deeper into individual places by the by. The post officer looks deeply uncomfortable. Not sure I ought to say. His lordship's business. This is his party, see? He found the house and wanted guests, invited those of us who, for one reason or another, weren't suited for what London had become. New London made him sick to his stomach, he said. The post officer runs a hand through his hair. I won't betray his hospitality, but I'll tell you what I know, if you agree that, if you do find him, you'll respect his wishes. That's what this place is about. Respecting each other. Alright, that sounds good. Post officer bites his lower lip. It's the topic of choice here. Where is Langley? Have you seen Langley? He sighs. But no one ever asks why is Langley. Anyone who says they know the answer is lying. But if you want a place to start looking, when he was with us, he favored a particular chair in the lounge. An old friend of his is still in the yellow drawing room, and he was on good terms with the cook. Considers you for a moment. What if he doesn't want to be found? What if, wherever he is, he doesn't want to come back? Ooh, interesting. You know what, this mystery actually kind of makes me want to stay here a while. So we gotta find the cook. He also likes a particular chair, and he's got a friend in the drawing room. Alright, we'll hang up our coat. A jovial doctor in a toupee waistcoat manages the cloakroom. This way, Captain. Let's see if we've any space left. He guides you to a hat stand nestled between a vast tower of wigs and a row of pinstripe suits. Do let me know if you find anything interesting during your stay, he says, so that I can avoid stumbling across it. Okay. Alright, let us explore. Some floors are littered with rooms like the inside of a beehive. Others contain but a single bedroom. Doors rarely connect one or more rooms at a time. Lord Langley, having apparently preferred his guests to get some exercise when moving from their bedrooms to the library in search of a nightcap. Ooh. 49% chance, 42% chance. Oh. Oh my. Oh! Oh, and we need supplies. Okay, we're not doing this until... Yeah, we're gonna have to wait until we find a better supply. Oh wait, actually there's the cloakroom right here, so we could investigate later. Alright, let's recover our hat. We'll read on later, but for now, away we go. The post officer escorts you to the dock. Not good to go out in the dark alone, Captain. He shadows you all the way to your engine. He waits on the platform as you make ready for departure. Even as the dark rolls in to swallow your engine, the amber light from his lantern lingers. Well, at least he's friendly. What remains of the Guinevere? Alright, a scrap merchant selling some Actually, I need cheap bronze wood, so I'll buy some. For whenever we manage to get back home. If we ever do manage to get back home. Let's pick up a few more supplies here, just to be safe. And let's see here. I mean, I guess the way to go about things might be to just, like, keep circling around the outer perimeter. Possibly. Alright, little mingling. I wonder what the main port that resets our terror in this particular dreadful place is. Also, I think that's a tree over there that we could mine. Or drill. Whatever your preference. But I think we'll leave it for now. I don't really want to circle around. I've got a bad feeling about this, though. Our terror is going up, and I don't know how to get it back down. At least, like, not out here, anyway. But I'm sure we'll have a chance to find out by the by. One would hope, anyway. Alright. Okay, good. There's something up ahead. I mean, we're probably not going to find a Never port this close. You know, that's a good question. I'm pretty sure they normally are, but my understanding is that Eleutheria is a bit different in this... Oh, dear. In the sense that I don't think there's anything actually in the middle. And that, this one's designed a little different, where, like, the center is a big maze, and the outskirts are where all the stuff is. A black spine, long as your locomotive drifting in the sky. A fluke spore. Why does that fill me with dread? A fluke spore. Concerning. Though, you could be right. Maybe the main port is in the center, and everything else is on the edges. I guess there's only one way to find out. Oh, God. Oh, hello. I kind of want to blow this up. I might be angering it, actually. Oh, dear. I mean, it doesn't actually seem that big a deal. It's having a It's not really charging us, is it? So as long as we keep our distance, we're probably fine. Nope, I was wrong. Never mind. Never mind, we should be a little more careful. Yeah. Alright. Oh dear. No, it's a bad shot. Oh, sweet merciful baby Jeebus. There's something else out here. Come on. There we go. Well, at least he died. That's the important thing. Alright, so what does a Scorn Flute give us? Or Fluke? We can take a trophy. Oh, there we go. Substantially reduce our terror. Gotcha. Or we could get otherworldly artifacts and more insight. Or repair. You know what? Let's take a trophy. Oh, and we gain a specimen, which I have a lot of. Also, I'm gonna be honest. It said substantially lower my terror. That barely took anything off. Though there is apparently an opportunity over here on our map. What is this? The lips say something to crave, so maybe this will help with our terror problem. Whoa boy. Whoa boy! That scares me a little bit. I can't lie about that. Alright, what do we got over here? Hello. Ooh, what do we got here? You'll gain a mystery. Alright, no favor came without a price. Interesting. Figure waits by the signpost. In silhouette, it resembles a woman in a long skirt. Up close, you hear the clatter of chitin, or chitin, wrapped in layers of veils and shawls that smell of harsh antiseptic. A measurer, the stories go. Few of them have happy endings. The figure introduces itself as Mistress Perch and offers charity of a sort. A measured charity, to be exact. There's no reading the expression behind the veil. Alright. Oh, wow, that was actually pretty useful. Oh, I also made a deal with the measurers, which kind of concerns me a little bit. This might be poor. Poorer for us, anyway. Mistress Perch extends a leg from under its skirt, curling it around your hand to seal the deal. That's just disturbing. I have taken your measure. Repay me when I demand, or I will take more. They disappear behind the crossroad post, leaving no trace. You return to your locomotive, and in your cabin is a small mahogany box wrapped in silks. Inside is a book written in awkward, spidery handwriting. Despite the dust on the jacket, the spine is unbroken. Well, that's... Did I just make a deal with some kind of spider monster? I think that's what I just did, and I'm gonna regret that, aren't I? I was really hoping it would lower our terror. But nope, looks like we're going up. Alright, you surface from Panopticon nightmares, your flesh crawling and itching. You're unraveling. The inside of your skull is seething with lice. Oh dear. Let's see here. And we've got a 60% chance of deciphering it. Let's give it a shot. Oh, we won. We succeeded. Oh, and we gain more terror. Wonderful. Great. You find a new stick of chalk and begin drawing lines between the largest eyes, connecting them from floor to wall to ceiling. When you stand back, you find yourself faced with an enormous jagged sigil, whose meaning you cannot begin to fathom. Even when you close your eyes, it blazes in your mind. Well, that's ominous. And not in a good way. Oh boy, I don't even know what that is. Should I turn off my light? I mean, on the one hand, it seems like a mistake, but maybe I'll get whatever's shooting at me out here to stop shooting at me. Nope, nope. Okay. What is this? This is a black hole. Or something. A well. Best to give it a wide berth. Well, we're not gonna do that. We're gonna visit the well. The air is thick as treacle. Rocks rattle against the hull, thrown by the well winds. From deep in the darkness comes a sound, the tortured whine of damp violins and rusted horns, the universe tuning its instruments. Between the well's pull and the well wind's push, Your locomotive is jerked and jolted, the engine room is unbearable. But before your stokers collapse, you push through to a calm beneath the storm. A bubble of peace surrounding a floating garden. Here, a maze of paths and immaculate hedges leads only to vicious foreign bushes which surround the island. A full half of the place is dominated by a Grecian-style theater, or Grecian-styled theater, with seats carved out of a hill to face a stage of bone-white sand. Edge of a dream and awakening. Wake! The play will begin once again. This time my story will be told. Oh dear. Oh, and I can't even leave. I'm stuck with this. Visitors from far away, a new taste in the air. You trespass in my garden. Oh dear. The silence is broken. Clumsy animal footsteps, the stench of human flesh in my presence. Trespassers, you walk my paths. Pluck the fruit from my trees. Gorge yourselves until your bellies ache and fat chins glisten with juice. Enjoy your stolen feast. You will join my chorus. The rest of you are not worthy of a role. Wait, that one, the captain, walking alone. The captain, yes, a different kind of soul. A spark of potential? Perhaps, we shall see. Prepare to wake up, my children. We have guests. Oh, I've got a bad feeling about this. Okay. The humans disembark to enjoy the calm my garden provides. Flower-perfumed air brushes their oily skin. Red apples burden the trees, and swollen berries cluster on every bush. They pause, cautious, but soon feasting begins. Hey there, welcome to the stream. Let's see. Do we explore the garden or tour the theater? Got a bad feeling about this either way. Let's find themselves in a clearing. The trespasser captain approaches warily, despite the welcoming scents of afternoon tea. The tea is hot. The scones are soft and warm, dribbling with butter and strawberry jam. My guests sit frozen in their endless repast, watching eternity through unblinking bloodshot eyes. Yay. We've got the lost girl, the restless vagabond, the runaway scion, the thrice-dead bride, the careless soldier, or scholar rather, and an empty seat. Oh dear. She fled her life all the way down a rabbit hole. In my garden, that dream came true. So many years have not passed for her since then. Alright, we'll continue exploring here. The restless vagabond. His wanderings followed the sun beyond the edge of any map, but all such travels must cease eventually. Got a really bad feeling about this. I shouldn't have gone in here. A prince in waiting, fleeing an extinct kingdom. I have seen the royal blood spilled many times. His veins will not endure another performance of my story. Oh dear. A thrice-dead bride. She found profit in love and death many times over. Her story should have ended at the bottom of the well where her last victim overcame her. But the deepest wells often echo each other. When circumstances are right, their depths can bleed together. And the careless scholar? The knowledge tempts people to strange shores. What did they think they would find with that contraption of mirrors and glass? A chance at glory? Soon, my scholar. Alright, there's an empty seat. Will you sit in it, my captain? Are you at last the one our story has waited for? The stage is set. The stars themselves hold their breath. The captain has glimpsed their future. Well, that's ominous. Alright, let's check out the theater. It is perfect. I would not permit otherwise. The trespasser captain stands on my stage to witness the entrance of the audience. Their crew fills the front row. More of their kind, recent arrivals, take the next few rows. Behind them, men of rubber and outcast bats and buzzing devils and the rest are of no consequence. They can only hope for the privilege of witnessing a story greater than their own. They will finally have that chance. Okay. The captain turns to leave. No, you have been chosen for greatness. Take your seat. Oh, well, I have a 100% chance of leaving, though, apparently. Ha-ha! Success. Leave then, Captain, but my song will remain, whispering of the glory that you could have known. When it draws you back, my cast will be waiting. You will return. Well, that's just lovely. Alright, Bat. Tell me a safe place to go hide. Oh. Deeper still. Deeper still into the maw of hell, I guess. That'll be fun. Hello. That's just a floating rock. Oh yeah, I should probably turn my light back on. Yeah. Wonderful stuff, huh? Wonderful stuff. Ah, it's just a never broken down train. Alright, we'll restore a bit of our hull. That seems good. Good job, Gaslight. Alright, let's get out of here. Because there's something big that's starting to take notice of me over there. Or something is taking notice of... Hello. I never will. Alright. Ooh, we got a little bit of light. I don't really want to go deeper into that, to be honest with you. As, it just gives me a bad feeling all around. Ah, yes it is. It's a continuation of the Sunless Seas, or the whole Fallen London, story, as it were. Pillars of stone loom in the sky. You are entering the Grave of Roses. Okay, that means there's got to be a port nearby, right? Maybe. Maybe. I mean, yeah. You know, there's something sticking out here. I wonder if that's, anything of use to us. Something's wrong about this place. I suppose it's not unusual. Oh, there it is. That's what we're looking for. Oh, I really, really hope we find something to deal with our terror soon. Because I'm a little concerned about, you know, the consequences. The Dome of the Rose, a temple at the top of a mountain, reached by a long pilgrim road. Inside it, statues of devils bearing instruments march towards a throne. The smell of roses lingers. Okay. Oh, there's no port reports I can do here by the looks of it. A temple garlanded with incarnadine flowers and wreathed with thorns sits at the apex of Caduceus. It is drowsy with the scent of roses, though you can see none. Poets, artists, and musicians lounge in groups on the marble floor. A woman, crowned in thorns, sits on a white throne. She drums her fingers on the arm. What is Caduceus? That's a good question. Marble statues of devils line the aisles. They have wreaths over their horns. Their lips are daubed scarlet as sin. Their eyes are the colors of ash and sunlight. The detail is breathtaking. Their lyres and lutes, flutes and fiddles, drums and dulcimers are so perfectly carved that, but for the material, they could be real. Also, thanks for coming out. See ya next time. Frescoes depict a troupe of musicians marching towards a slender mirror. Pipers, flautists, drummers, all. Statues of serpents coil over the musicians. Thorn bushes bereft of roses encircle the chamber. The plants are tended by devils in crimson masks. These devils are the rose binders of Caduceus. Within the space bounded by the bushes, the Bohemians make their art, all of it on the subject of roses. Man, they really like their roses, don't they? Thorn Maiden. Alright, so we have no flaws, apparently, so we can go chat with her. Alright, we'll do that. Her crown is thorned, her stave coiled with snakes. Her eyes are quiet as an ox's. As you approach, she raises a hand. Bedecked with rings of white sapphires. Whether she is bidding you approach or refrain is unclear. Thorn Maiden considers you, then approximates a smile. Her fingers still tap against the marble arm of her throne, in time with the drum from below. How may I serve, she asks. Her voice resonates like beaten bronze. Alright, let's ask about this place. Her voice is without any effect. The intonation is hollow. I found Caduceus not long after I arrived in Eleutheria. I was frustrated with the methodologies of Winter's Reside. Where was the poetry? Where the beauty and all the horror? Her fingertips dance as she speaks. The devils were here before me. They were wearing those masks when I arrived. This temple was once something else, something important to them. They reclaimed it, though for a new purpose. She trails off, having lost interest in your inquiry. Alright, how are you doing? Her eyes widen. Is it obvious her tone doesn't change? The waiting between rites becomes more intolerable. All these people, she gestures, her bracelets are set jangling, venerating me. But all they care for are the roses. I am a link in the chain, not the pearl in the crown. She sighs and looks away. Alright. Well, farewell. Interesting. I mean, we could go into the caverns as well. You know, why not? We'll be dangerous. Underneath the dome of Caduceus is a warren of caverns, a labyrinth of caves, walled with slabs of volcanic black glass, burrow their way through the rock. A steady drum beat thrums through the hole, or the walls, rather, echoing from somewhere deeper. Oh my. Oh my. Do I want to drink this? Seems kind of ominous to me, to be honest with you. You were led down darkly gleaming passages, heading deeper under the main temple of Caduceus. The devil walks at your side. He occasionally uses his thyrsus to strike the ground, as if testing the depth of your descent. You emerge into a into a cavern lit by moonish light pouring through a crack in the roof. A broken temple stands before a pool of dark water. The deviless bids you kneel by the pool and to drink. Sure, why not? What could go wrong? As you kneel, the deviless places a red cloth around your eyes. The devil touches your forehead with the thyrsus as he pushes you towards the water. You feel the water lapping against your chin, your mouth, your tongue. It tastes rich as wine, velvet, smooth and wild. The drumbeat here, with your ear pressed against the rock, is louder. It grows louder still, insistent and incessant. The cavern vibrates with it. The deviless pulls you from the water. The drummer deems you worthy, she smiles, bright as a new moon. You may participate in the mysteries of our arboretum. Yay, mysteries. I do like mysteries. Do I want to go deeper? Or, well, I guess we've already been down there, so we'll go back to the temple. And, oh, we could, now we can write a port report. Alright. Sure, why not? An isolated temple approached by a winding pilgrim. Oh yeah, we've read this part, haven't we? Alright. So we could talk to the Ford Maiden again. There's some rites that we could participate in if we had moments of inspiration, which we do not, unfortunately. And we could also talk to someone if we had some more affiliation with the Bohemes, but we do not. We could talk to the Ford Maiden again, but I am ready to move on. We'll, again, delve deeper into these things when the time comes, comes around, but the time has not come around as of yet. So, with that in mind, oh, hello, it's a Cantankery. I'm gonna try not to enrage him, though he has decided that he is going to be enraged nonetheless. He's gonna come flying at us. Oh, good job, Gaslight. Masterfully done. Don't do it. Ooh, a cave. Nah, we're gonna leave the hermit alone, I think. Haha, sucker. Alright, so yeah, we're just gonna kind of circle around and continue on our way. It's been a nice tour of the dark so far. Really want to leave those guys alone. I've got a feeling our condition's gonna go all the way up to whatever the max level of terror is, which kind of concerns me, admittingly. This is quite a maze, isn't it? Yet I think we're doing okay, so that's good-ish. Good-ish is how I'll describe it. Not great, but it's not bad. And we are not dead, which is probably the more important thing in all of this. Though I must say, this is a very, very beautiful region to be exploring so far. And yet, I also find myself feeling like I will be very happy when we eventually get back to the Reach. Somewhere familiar. Somewhere that I know every single corner, more or less, and am comfortable with the dealings. Getting very dark over in this corner, or that concerns me. You know what? Watch it turns out that oh dear. Watch it turns out I should have gone in the other direction. Oh dear. In the other direction, yeah. Like, if we went, instead of going counterclockwise, watch if we'd gone clockwise, we would have immediately found the terror-lowering place. The main port. Oh, hello. What is this? Temple of some kind. At least that's what that's the impression I get looking at it. It is dark. I'm gonna send out our bat. Alright, he has discovered something. Something over there. Ah, perhaps the Khan's ambition exceeded his grasp here. Ooh. The Khan. Interesting. I mean, this seems like the Shagate expansion. Alright. I mean, this seems like a big area. Like the kind of area I would expect to find a port. Of course, the port could be, like, right there. So maybe... Alright, this seems to be the edge. So let's circle around. Maybe we'll find what we're looking for. But maybe we won't. Time will tell. I do like the purple lightning, though. That's kind of cool. Can't complain about purple lightning. You know, unless it strikes the ship and we all die. That would be considerably less good, but... That's a problem we'll deal with when we have to. And for now, we don't have to. We can just barely make out a tree over there. Very dark over here. Though, I have to say, if it... Oh, hello. I see you wriggling over there. The Stygian Expanse. Okay, I mean, we can... There's something here. Oh, we can... Oh, sweet baby Jeebus. The Scribe Spinster. We also managed to grab something. Yeah, go eat a bag of whatever it is you giant floating monsters eat. Yeah, you run away. Ah, I missed. But he seems to be leaking. So I take that as a good sign. Oh dear. But yeah. Alright, he refuses to die, which is most inconvenient for me, but let's shotgun him again. Still not dead. My goodness. Alright, we gotta cool down a little bit here. Oh, and I... screwed that one up. Whoa. There we go, finally. Oh boy. Alright, let's see here. We can gain experience or can gain... What are we getting? Bronzewood. Excellent. So we just chopped up its corpse and took some wood from it. Okay. Yay, yes, I guess. Alright, so there's another horrible tentacly thing over there. Alright. I mean, there's got to be something in here that I can explore. Like, it feels... It feels like there should be something, right? Let's send the bat out again. Maybe the bat can point out something. Oh, it has nothing to report. Maybe there is nothing here. We'll keep circling around and sending the bat out every now and then. And whenever we get to a port, I better get some more supplies, because we're kind of starting to run low, and that's less good. Very less good, in fact. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy. What are we up to dealing with now? More trees. More terror. Oh, wait. Okay, this looks like civilization. So I think we might be okay. Hello. You're not going to attack me, I hope. He's keeping an eye on me, but he's not attacking, so... I take that as a good sign. Alright. The Khans have always been more suspicious of devils than what London was. Moon's little sister. Ooh, look at this. The Arch of Talon. It's got kind of like a cyberpunky light show thing going on over here. I can dig that. Amber Lane. Alright. This... Oh, wait. Is that the way out? That might be the way out. Look at that. It's, yeah, a gate. The relay station returns to the Reach. It is under the strict control of the Empyrean. Or Empreme. Oh, ow. Good job. Masterfully done. Can I, also get supplies here? Alright, so we could travel to the Reach, but I'm gonna keep going here. Or, I'm gonna stick around here for now. Because this place is big enough that I've got the impression there should be like a port that we could land in order to do stuff. A little bit of electricity crackling over there. That's pretty cool. The Khan's Palace. Oh, wait. There's our port. Can I wheedle on through here? Nope. That's not low enough. Ransom of important prisoners. Don't worry, we're not going to mess with the Khan. Probably. I mean, I have no reason to mess with him. Or cause any trouble. Or so I should hope. Okay. This is a very beautiful city, though, isn't it? I mean, you got all these layers going down, you got your trees, you got your cool little rooftops. Got all the nice electricity. Eagle Khan, huh? You're not looking for trouble, I hope. Yeah, just don't fly into me, okay? Good job. These guys know how to pilot. Not like those tackities always just crashing into me for no reason. The Lane of Lions and Unicorns. Cool. I like this place. I could see myself staying here for a while. Oh! This didn't actually lower our terror. Ah, and it seems so much like this had to be the main port. I guess not. Let's see. The Weavers of Illifuria. Well, we don't really need that, so we're not going to bother. Let's grab some more supplies. Alright. Ooh. Oh, we could actually buy their ship. Not that I want to be honest with you. I like what we've got. Alright. London's enclave. Her Majesty's embassy dominates this little street. But the eagle stands above the lion and the unicorn on the street sign. London and the Khanate work together to enter the high wilderness, but their alliance since has been tenuous. It's preserved only by desperate diplomatic endeavor and a number of carefully preserved fictions regarding what the other is up to. Alright, I guess we'll introduce ourselves at the embassy to start off with. The embassy is a fine example of Georgian architecture. Inside, the elegance gives way to a pandemonium of desks where bureaucrats minutely scrutinize their correspondence. Any mistake could trigger a summons to the Khan and the possible expulsion of the embassy. Each is hunched with age, with hair as white as lustrum snow. The ambassador's secretary is assigned to handle incoming captains. He reaches over a mountain range of papers with a visa. Please don't make additional work for us. If you must visit the city, be polite. I will do my best, sir, and will also gather a port report. Beyond the antique facades of the Lane of Lions and Unicorns, the Empyrean rises high in steel and blue light. The constraints of its location necessitates that the Empyrean builds upwards. Careful porticos give way to expansive temples and crowded markets. People live cheek by jowl. Light is precious and easily lost. Power is conserved carefully. When times are bad, whole districts go dark. It would be easy for hopelessness to seep in. The Khan occupies his people with festivals, celebrating his people's history of the old Khanate and constant technological innovation. To be idle is to be afraid here. The Empyrean is busy at every hour. Alright. Well, I guess we'll enjoy a respite. No matter how hard the decor tries, it can't mask the darkness visible from the window, nor soften the electric light of the Empyrean moon. Still, off-duty diplomats congregate around the triangle sandwiches. This is a Sunless Skies is in early access right now. It's just the game. Basically, it takes place a number of years after Sunless Seas, Sunless Sea, and basically takes the story from the whole Undersea, Fallen London type dark area into space, or at least this universe's version of space. Alright, the Maiden and Unicorn is also popular with citizens of the Empyrean. Some come to sample the latest London cuisine, others to do unofficial business with London's embassy. Others, like everyone else, just come to get away from the dark. Okay, so still nothing to lower our terror, which is unfortunate. We're gonna get our condition way up. Way up. Alright, the Visa checkpoint, a modest checkpoint. The modest checkpoint stands at the end of the lane of lions and unicorns. Visitors to the Empyrean must have their papers checked. There's a queue to get past the guards, but it moves efficiently. You are welcome to the one true civilization in Euliphuria. You are as free to explore as any citizen. Okay. Let's go to the Ovu of Returned Skies. Set out to the Ovu, passing through the lantern-strung streets of the richer districts. Citizens hurry past, some fearfully watching the skies. The belt of midnight is too close for the Empyrean's comfort. The eagle's moon cannot drive away so much dark. Interesting. Each street is lit evenly by evenly placed electric lights. The light is cold and casts hard shadows. Empyrean citizens hurry by in silks and cloth. There is always somewhere to be in the Empyrean. All who live here work. There is no space for idleness. Imperial man has been following you since you left the lane of lions and unicorns. Interesting. The spectacled official slides next to you and adjusts his cravat. I need an observer to bring me the latest on the work worlds, Port Prosper and the mines in Lustrum. Perhaps we could discuss it over a little tea and a friendly game of mahjong. There's a little park on the lane of lions and unicorns. I'll be by the rose bush. Alright, sure, why not? A nod is enough. The official adjusts his glasses. You go your separate ways. Resting. I guess we could spend an evening here. Oh good, there we go. Now we're losing terror. And we're gaining visions. As visitors are ushered out, a sharp-eyed guard stops you. If you wish to stay a while, you're welcome, he says. Some believe that spending a night here brings luck. Others stay just because they find the place restorative. You join a group of Empyrean citizens beneath the boughs of the silver tree. Many resting there are highly placed in the court. There are a few merchants, palace servants, and dock workers among them. You while away the night swapping stories of histories back in the world you've all left behind. The morning, a troop of very polite guards escort you out of the Empyrean to the port. You've seen enough for now, they say. Alright. Oh, and I guess we... Alright, I guess that's all we're allowed to explore for now. So, I guess with that in mind, let's keep moving. No doubt there are more mysteries for us to delve into, but for the time being, I'm content to keep traveling. And you know what? To hell with our condition. If we go completely mad, as long as it doesn't end the game, we'll be fine. Oh, hello. A sound of chittering fills your cabin. From the shadows near the door steps a familiar silhouette. Mistress Pfaffam has come to collect what it deems you owe. Oh. Okay. Oh, I don't want to lose all my visions of heaven. You know what? I will refuse. Oh dear. That was a terrible mistake. Okay. Mr. Pfaffam reaches for a strip of cloth dangling from its hat and gives it the gentlest of tugs. Its many veils tumble to the ground and it lunges. Your only memories are of acid flashes of claw, the echo of clacking noise, and the scraping of mandibles being forced down in your throat. Oh my. The creature does not take a pound of flesh, nothing so merciful. Something far deeper has been extracted in partial payment, leaving only nightmares to fill the void. Well, that's wonderful. Yay. Goody. Okay, so I guess, note to self, don't mess with the spider monsters. And don't deal with the spider monsters either. Oh boy. Oh. Kind of surprised we didn't get some kind of event out of that. I was expecting something. I'm also starting to get the impression that our condition does not, or there is no, like, restorative port in this sector. And it's just all terror from here on out. So we'll have to, I guess we'll just have to accept that. The Belt of Midnight. Beware of dowsers. Okay. That'll be fine, maybe. Oh, there's actually something up here. Though, I think I've learned my lesson. And the lesson is... Oh, it's this again. Yeah. Oh, but I did lose some terror. Okay. So, yeah, from now on, whenever we run into these things, instead of accepting their gifts, we'll refuse. That way we can hopefully have some relatively consistent means of lowering our terror. Also, there is something destroyed over here. Hello there, friendo. Oh. Alright, we managed to delve in without actually waking anything up. What are we actually getting, though? Yeah. Let's see. Oh, we're getting something, but it's not something in our inventory. Or in our regular haul. Ah, scraps of ancient knowledge. Okay. I bet those are gonna have a purpose later. They're not terribly important to what we're doing now, but at some point, they will be useful. So, I guess we might as well keep collecting them, especially since they're not taking up precious hull space. Alright, Bat, what do we got? Okay, there's something right at the edge of the world. Nothing can go wrong there. I mean, we're fearful, but it doesn't seem like anything's too bad. Oh boy. Yeah, Sunless, guys, it's still in early access, but it's pretty playable and pretty fun as is. Though if you're waiting for the full game, I believe that they're currently slated towards releasing it in January, I believe, because they wanted a bit more time to polish and make everything as good as this this particular sector of space. Nice reflection right there. You know, if it wasn't for the, like, perpetual oppressive darkness, this probably wouldn't be a bad place to go for a vacation. I mean, unless you like perpetual oppressive darkness, in which case this would be the perfect place for a vacation. As we leave the forest behind, this is the Inklings. Ooh. The Inklings. Interesting. What new hell are we gonna find out here? This is a good question, actually. I mean, you know, my gut says don't go towards the obvious giant spider legs. The House of Rods and Chains, a reminder of how the deadly how the Judgements treat those who defy them, rather. Yay. Ooh. The Carapace. So whatever this... Oh, look at that. There's a port right there. The House of Rods and Chains. Well, wonderful. This is a lovely place to visit. Vast, desolate, broken. Once this creature flew majestically through the heavens. Now it floats in silence. A monument to a judgment's wrath. And a judgment is a star, and a star is basically a god. And in the Sunless Sea, Fallen London universe, gods determine the fabric of, and stars and whatnot, basically. Yeah, they determine the fabric of reality, but you can kill them, and you can make your own artificial judgment. Which is, you know, totally cool and also terrible at the same time. Alright. 7 obsidian spires once stretched into the sky. Only this one remains. Dim light oozes through a single window at the top, occasionally flickering as someone or something passes in front of the fire. Ooh, if we had golden amber, we could give it as tribute. Well, we'll knock on the door. Okay, it absorbs the knock, leaving the rapier knuckles sounding small and hollow. There is no answer. Well, fine, ignore me. I don't want to see you anyway. I guess we'll explore the shell. The surface is desolate. It is littered with obsidian blocks from the fallen spires. Here and there, a large piece of space debris has torn up part of the carapace and exposed the flesh below. Even that is desiccated now and cold as any rock. None of the damage you find looks like something that could be fatal to a creature of this wait, is this thing still alive? It's been turned to stone, but it's still alive. That's terrifying. And explore the ruins. Oh wait, we've already been to the ruins. Alright, we'll open the door then. Into the house. It takes every last drop of your strength, and the chitin door fights you all the way. It is as thick as armor plating and almost as heavy. Inside, 100 rubbery men carefully ignore your arrival. Refugee Londoners you recognize. The giveaway being their hats on their tentacled faces and the yellowing copies of the Gazette under their clammy armpits. Such earnest social camouflage never helped them fit in with society back home, but it seems old habits die hard. Alright. Ah, port report. Excellent. The rubbery men show little interest in you as you explore. They shuffle around on their own business, polishing and cleaning and preserving the corpse of the house with equal parts elbow grease and embalming fluid. Well, that's wonderful. Could offer passage to a rubbery man. Sure, why not? The rubbery passenger hurries to your train as if fearing you might change your mind. It travels light, a newspaper, a hat, a packed lunch, squirming in a paper bag. Okay. He didn't really say where he wanted to go, so I guess we'll find out eventually. Lament of the Old Sun. Words without language, pain without end. The sing of their lost home, and in waves of shared sorrow they remember how they came to this place. They sing and remember. Silence falls, sudden and heavy. A hunched figure shuffles through the choir, and the rubbery men fall back. This is Mr. Barleycorn, or so it is called by lesser beings. Its form is indistinct beneath layers of gauze that wrap it. If not from head to toe, then at least from top to bottom. One rubbery dares approach, extending tribute, golden amber. Figure takes it between clawed appendages, tastes it, appears to approve. Oh goody, and we've got another mystery. Wonder what those mysteries are going to be useful for. And what about the market? We could trade for curiosities. Polished ivory bones carve the walls of the throat into convenient alcoves. Each has been appropriated by one or more rubbery men, squatting on Hessian mats and running stalls inspired by their time in London. They trade in amber, a naturally exudate substance of their kind, making trade more ceremonial than commercial. Well, not too interested in that right now. Oh my, there's all kinds of stuff we could be experimenting with here. Oh, and if only I had some more red amber, we could lower our terror. Let's return to the throat and explore deeper into the house. Oh my. There's so much to explore, isn't there? The house's arteries are the size of corridors, many of them filled with stagnant sweet water and held open with arches of bone ivory. The walls are primarily polished chitin that resemble mahogany, though years of rot and decay have left many gaps to glimpse the dried out fat and muscle behind. You know what? We're gonna keep moving on, I think. But what I like about this is at least there is a lot of stuff for us to still explore. Alright, so let's Let's see here. We could buy some munitions, but I don't think we need any right now by the looks of it, so we won't worry about that. And I will pick up still more... A caged catch. Yeah, I don't really have any use for that right now. Let's keep moving on. But there's so much more to explore. But I don't want to stay in one place for too long. Not right now, anyway. I'm more interested in, like, getting a general map of the area down. And then, after that, we will eventually start returning to places and delving into their stories. Which I kind of feels like a good strategy, anyway. It might not be, but it feels about right to me, so I'm gonna stick with it for the time being. Wonder how many actual ports there are in this place. As we continue our little circuit around. But yeah, you know what? It's interesting. If I had strategized to go clockwise rather than counterclockwise, it's entirely possible that we would have never gained any increasing terror. Once the winding roads of Illufuria crisscross this region like a lattice. But no more. That's a pretty big road when you think about it. Because we've got a train that can fit 15 crew members, plus all of our officers, and anyone we take on with us. So, yeah. Just the scale of everything. It's actually kind of interesting. I mean, you have Fallen London, which is just had you exploring a single city. Then you had Sunless Seas, which had you exploring the Untersea. And then we have Sunless Skies, where we're exploring the vastness of space itself. Quite interesting. Just how the scale continues to grow. But I'm also kind of, I'm wondering to myself whether Sunless Skies is like the conclusion to this whole Fallen London trilogy in a way. Or if there is, like, where we could end up going next. Beyond here. Because, I mean, there's vistas to explore beyond space, I imagine. Whoa! Ah, I should have circled, oh god. The collie wobbles. Yeah, leave me alone, you stupid cantankerous. Don't do it! Don't do it! Okay, that's it. That's it. You have angered me for the last time. And also damaged my ship for the last time. I'm gonna ignore him. But this one's picked a fight with me. Yeah. So, eat it. Alright. I mean, we can't really gain anything else, so we'll gain experience. Which is not... Oh, god. Oh, he's getting ready to charge. Haha, sucker. Alright. Oh, and he's stuck. He can't turn around. I think. There we go. That'll learn you, stupid bull cantankerous. I wasn't bothering you, I was just flying by. But you had to pick a fight with me, and now you're dead. So you have no one to blame but yourself. At least, you know, that's the story we're gonna go with, if anyone asks. Man. Gotta be honest, this place has been really rough on our poor ship. And our sanity, for that matter. I don't know if that was necessarily a good idea, but I want to get a feel for where we should be going. Oh, a house. Possibly a friendly house? No, I don't really want to anger the hermit. Let's see here. Secrets for a condemned experiment and a mystery. Alright. And we've talked to the hermit. Oh, we also gain a bit of terror, so that might have been a bad idea. The hermit accepts your offering and gestures for you to join them. To soothe the oh, that actually requires a lot of secrets. To soothe the dying animal's pain in its last moments. They sift their fingers through its insides, plucking out organs and placing them on the ground in a careful but indecipherable pattern. When it is complete, the hermit rests a compassionate hand on the beast's head and slits its throat in a smooth, practiced manner. They hope to learn from this goes unspoken, but as you stand to leave, you see the pattern. An eye. Oh. Same eye pattern I've been seeing. In my maddened dreams. Oh, is this another one of those wells? You looked into the dark looked back. Okay, cool, cool. Oh boy. I also woke something out there in the dark that's also apparently, really chugging at the frame rate a little bit. Oh boy. Something big is going on out here. But to be honest, this is actually like the first even hint of performance loss I've had while playing this game. And it's already gone again, so life is good. Oh, and there's something else. Another visitor. Oh, it's another bloody hermit. I'm gonna, yeah, just keep moving on. Ignore the hermits. They just cause terror. Everything causes terror in this godforsaken place. I mean, it is quite godforsaken, as my understanding is there's no judgments here. There's no suns, no stars. Just the eternal, everlasting darkness. And the eldritch horrors that are bred within. Though if you really want a taste of horror, go to the edge of the world and then keep going. There's some interesting story type stuff you can encounter there. Oh, I really hope there's a port nearby. I've been kind of pushing myself a little far here. It's also been very costly going to this place, so I don't know if we're gonna spend a lot of time here. Well, I mean, we will. But I mean, like, long term. If this is a place I'm gonna want to spend a lot of time in. Though I guess, you know, the answer to that also is yes. Yes, we're gonna want to spend a lot of time here. Oh god, we're actually at the edge of the, we're at the edge of the world. So we do want to be careful not to go too much farther. Because there's truly nothing out there. Just impenetrable darkness and something. Something that watches and listens. And probably hungers as well. Because anything that lives that far out probably is hungry. I would be hungry if I was some eldritch watcher in the dark. Oh, goody. This place makes your eyes twitch. Okay. Oh. Okay, now look at this. It's fairly bright. Fairly nice. The Marshalsea. Okay. Yeah, see? See? If I had just gone clockwise, we wouldn't have ended up with all this terror. I should have went with my gut when we came in here. But no, I thought. No, my gut's usually wrong. I always tell myself that, but my gut is usually right. Oh, it didn't actually reset anything. But it is nice. A mansion of immense size, surrounded by acres of neatly kept garden. It is tranquil here. In fact, it appears utterly devoid of life. Though it does occur to me, since we can't seem to lower our terror reliably, I might want to just get out of this place so that we can go back to the Reach and New Winchester. Polyhedric sculptures and the dimensions eye-wateringly off. Or wait, polyhedric sculptures, the dimensions eye-wateringly off. Grass of uniform color and uniform length. Placid canals crisscrossed at right angles, all bisected by a pale gravel path leading to the door of a broad ivy-shrouded mansion. Only its lack of windows betrays Piranesi as a prison. Utter silence bar the crunching of gravel beneath your feet. As you approach, you take note of a tiny cottage, incongruously nestled beside the mansion like a louse. A curtain twitches. The prison is locked, but the cottage door swings open at your approach. The Chaplains. The only sound in the cottage is that of a teaspoon clinking against porcelain. A group of brown-robed figures turn to regard you. One, gray-haired, gray-eyed, offers you tea. "We are the Chaplains," she says. "Our role is to help inmates reach egress. You must understand, none may leave Piranesi unaltered." "We can be your guide," pipes Snuffer. 2 tours per visit. Choose your chaperone and take care to follow the rules. Piranesi is a treacherous port and not amenable to low-level visitors. Ensure you are prepared. In other words, I should not go exploring here yet, because we're pretty low level. Tea, we don't really need tea. We do need more supplies, though. And it has been very, very expensive so far, because it doesn't seem like there's any prospects that we can actually... There's not good trade here, is what I'm getting at. Though that could always oh god, there's a wind coming in. Hopefully it's a nice wind. Or maybe it's not really a wind at all. Maybe I'm reading too much into things. Hopefully that is the case. Okay. But, I mean, I am glad that we seem to have made like a nice little circle around here. Though I think what we'll do is once we get back to this busted relay, we'll then cut straight across the middle and try to make our way back to the Reach. Seems like a wise choice, probably. Oh, good, and some floating luggage. What could possibly go wrong about exploring that? Oh, goody, it even restored our health a little bit, which is also very much obliged. Oh, some more literature just floating in space. Oh dear. Good job, Gaslight. I always get these mixed up. Which way to rotate? Oop, don't go too far, Gaslight. These things can take some hits. They can take a beating. Oh, come on, stop moving. Let me just hit you and die. We'll all be much happier, I assure you. Well, I guess you won't be, but I will be. Dang it. Stupid thing always moving around. Oop. And... just a little off. There we go. Alright, so we can get ourselves a bit more bronze wood, which is always useful. And so we shall. There we go. A bit more bronze wood. We now have 8 bronze wood, which is really good. That's more than we need, actually, for our prospects back in the Reach. So that is to our benefit, anyway. You know, there might be a benefit to having high terror. I kind of wonder, because, I mean, in these games, I find sometimes that going insane is the best way to learn new things. These are the Gloomings, where shadows hold court. Wasn't I told to watch out for these things? Or maybe I'm thinking of something different. But we are far enough away that there's got to be something of interest here. Probably. I mean, there's some runes growing under these trees, so that's of interest. I mean, that looks like it could be man-made. And there is a never-swirling vortex of hellish darkness. Hello, swirling vortex. There we go. There are mysteries to be learned in the dark. And we do like our mysteries now, don't we? Man, there's something about these, like, just massive chunks of land just floating around here. The Gloomings. Okay. I mean, like, yeah, like, look at this. It's so big, it makes me certain there's got to be something floating around here, like another port we can land in. But I could be wrong. Also, I don't think we've run into any wonders in here that could help lower our terror. Which, you know, if we did find some of those, that would be pretty helpful. Pretty helpful indeed. Alright, do we have anything? Oh, we're actually just getting to the edge of the map. And it has nothing to report, so I guess we might as well just circle back and... I mean, there might be something here, but... I doubt it. At least for now. You know, we might be able to find something eventually, but for now, let's just get out of here. I am not liking the look of our terror. Not at all. Not even in the slightest. Though I have to say, I'm actually... I like this place. As foreboding and dark and grim and miserable as it is, I like it. It's a nice place. Wouldn't want to live here. Or maybe I would. Nice little cottage somewhere without too many monsters. Just a couple. Wouldn't be a bad place. Possibly. As I'm kind of a dark and brooding sort of guy. Well, not really. The dark part anyway. Brooding maybe, but dark, not really. Alright, there's got to be something around here for us to explore. Aha! Something, hopefully it's a port. I mean, it does occur to me, there could be many more ports that we've just missed. Oh yeah, this is the, wait. Yeah, this is the or there's a mansion there, but it didn't give its name for whatever reason. We won't worry about these things. Alright, there is something right here. Smoke rises from, oh, it's another hermit. And I don't feel like messing with the hermits. It's a bad idea, it just gives us more terror. And we're already about to go up to the next level of fear. Alright, the Aclean Marshes. Interesting. Let's see if we can find something else. I feel like this looks like a... Alright, I mean, it didn't find anything, but it feels like this should be somewhere where you'd find something. I'm gonna send it out one more time. We can't risk too much more. There's got to be something out here. Alright, there is. But it does not, There's got to be something out here, but we're not seeing it. Also, a train's gonna just keep following us. Why are their trains so much faster than my trains? Why can't I get a faster train? Stupid cons. I almost wonder, looking at this, if that could be something. But I think it's just more runes. So, yeah. We'll just wander off. Oh, there's no way we're getting out of here alive. And by alive, I mean without going completely, delightfully mad. There we go. Alright. For weeks you felt the pressure of hidden eyes, their gaze gnawing into your skin like burrowing ants. At first you suspected the junior navigator, who you caught glancing your way not once but twice, but she seemed baffled by your sharp rebuke. As you sit in your quarters, the cloying sense of scrutiny mounts. You stare helplessly from the window, and the stars stare endlessly back. Could it be the stars that are watching you? Sure, why not? We'll stare back. Which was totally a genius plan. You requisition a telescope from one of your crew. For a moment you hesitate. The stars may well be watching. How will they react if you look back? Finally you hunch and scan the sky until you find burning gold. You see a stare that impales, an abyss gaze, hollowing. Your soul smeared across a microscope slide, merciless, unphilosophical, eternal contemplation. You step back from the telescope, trembling. You see that the sky now bristles with piercing eyes where the stars used to be. They're watching. They've always been watching. Well, that's just magical. Alright, so it looks like... yeah. I mean, there's got to be a main port, though, somewhere, because there's got to be a place for us to turn in our port reports. Maybe it is, in fact, in the middle, as was suggested earlier. Or it could be over here. I mean, it actually seems likely, because there's usually a port not too far from these transit relays. Oh well. We will find our way through these dread marshes. One would hope, anyway. A distant shriek of a scribe spinster. The crew shudders. We shouldn't have disturbed the library. The library, you say? Yeah, I mean, if we can just get here, we're fine. Probably. Maybe. Hello. The 10 Fells. Interesting. I mean, I am tempted to fight these things, but given our supplies, we're probably pushing it a little, so we're just gonna try to get out of here. Oh, there's something dark over here. Penetrable darkness that is only pushed back by the light of our lantern. And even then, it's not being pushed back far. Well, that's some pleasant music at least, so that's good. Ooh, that's pretty. Oh, I woke something up. Or did I? Or wait, is this the library? Okay, so that is in fact a solid object. We don't want to hit that. You approach Pan. Pan of the Crimson Mysteries. Oh! Here we go. Pan of the Pipe-Haunted Groves. Pan of Dusky Delirious Ow. Good job. Good job, Gaslight. The Hour in Pan. Clocks are not welcome in Pan. Instead, the musical piping that emits from the adamant idol dictates the time. The devils of the Branizon Brigade interpret it and inform the city of the current hour and the activities associated with it. An hour may be of any duration. The longest one on record lasted a month. They occur in no fixed order. A wise captain heeds the hours before setting foot in Pan. The Hour of Arguments. Interesting. Okay, we could gain some supplies, which I sort of like. The piping of the adamant idol has become a military march. It is the hour of argument, when Pan's inhabitants gather at the forum to resolve matters that can't be settled through a payment, a duel, or a murder. The artists of the Neo-Nocturnal school maintain the forum. Their sculptures of long-limbed ecstatics litter the stage. Oh, goody. That's plenty of supplies, actually. The Mimiricon. Yeah, we can seek entry. The inner gardens are surrounded by a hedge as thick as a fortress wall, knotted with thorns and strangled with vines. Behind it are the grove homes of the Heartcatchers, steeped in Eleftheria's midnight and frequented only by their favored servants. Within the Mimiricon, the Heartcatchers are big as trees and clustered with mature heads. Each plant is a council of intellects, debating the secrets of the sky. "Be gone!" the heads insist. "You have not been chosen. You have not served." As far as you can tell, the whole hedge is the body of one vast, brambly Heartcatcher. As you turn to leave, one of its heads whispers something, and the other sniggers. Hey, what a jerk. When you ask what was amusing, a hawk-nosed head apologizes. "Sorry, we'll just never get used to how much your heads look like fruit." Okay, cool. Nurseries. Do we have a port report over here? Could prove our worth. Be warned that if you do, you'll not be able to ally with the Brazen Brigade or Winter's Reside. Okay. And since I don't know who these other two factions are, I don't know if I want to ally with anyone. A series of finely manicured indigo lawns cover this corner of Pan. Peculiar plants grow in the beds, tangled as rose bushes and budding with fruit. The fruit is lumpen. Perfectly formed facial features are growing on it. That's disturbing. One has a frantic staring eye. This one is growing an ear. This one keens pitiably through tiny trembling lips. Silent gardeners, whose broad-brimmed hats are hung with veils to hide their faces, tend devotedly to the plants. Yeah, I think we're just gonna move on from here, because this place scares me. Or wait, are these all factions of Pan? Alright. I mean, I guess we might as well look around, see what there is to see. Because I assume there is still very much left to see. Interesting. Oh, here we go. Maybe this is, in fact, the central port. I also find it kind of interesting how each of these areas we can explore has its own factions, and there's not like an immediate like connection between them. There's like a certain sense of like each area is its own little world, but they are all part of like something bigger that hasn't yet like actually started to be connected. Too much anyway. As exuberant as an... Oh good, this is in fact the central port. You know what, I should have listened. I should have listened earlier. You guys, you told me. You said, hey, it's probably in the center, and I was like, oh no, I've heard that all the ports in this sector are on the edges. Silly Gaslight. One day you'll learn. As exuberant as an old pirate den of the Caribbean, Pan Station teems with thieves and merchants, smugglers and evangelicals of inventive new cults. In a grove nearby is the seat of the Cypress King, who has little power. Interesting. Ah, we can get more mysteries in exchange for our port reports. Interesting, interesting. Scraps of knowledge for more mysteries. I wonder what we do precisely with these mysteries. Pan has no ruler, but it does have a king. The position is not a powerful one, nor secure. Their only real authority is to rule on any disagreements that can't be settled at the forum. During the Hour of Thorns, anyone can challenge the king, and if successful, take the crown. So I could become king, possibly, is what you're saying. In a burgundy grove, shaggy with vines and moss, the current Cypress King resides. A smiling devil, dark-skinned, lounging languidly amidst the roots. He twirls the thorny crown in his fingers. A number of admirers pay him court, hanging on his diabolical wisdoms. I don't want to commit to trading these in yet, just in case we can trade them in for money. Ah, what the heck. I mean... You know what? No, let's, I mean, we already know how to leave. Let's see what's going on in the station here. Could recruit new people. We could repair our locomotive. How much money do I have? I need 14, and I've got 852. So, we do have money, but we are rapidly running out of it. I think I will repair ourselves, just in case. The Rubbery Enclave. Alright, what do these guys have? Aha! Deliver a rubbery man to the Enclave. Cedar Grove, off of one of Pan's less traveled pathways, is home to a small and enthusiastically political community. A brutally made poster by the entrance reads, "Both alike in dignity," showing a human and a rubbery holding a torch aloft. I can get behind that. As long as the rubberies don't want to murder all humans, then I have no problem with them. Huzzah! Ooh, and we got a bit of money, too. And more mysteries. These mysteries are going to be useful for something. Someday. The assorted members of the Enclave applaud over-enthusiastically when they see your passenger. A bohemian presses a glass of wine on your passenger and takes them off into a corner to discuss injustice against cephalopods. It glances over its shoulder at you, perhaps wondering whether coming here was a terrible mistake. Interesting. We'll mingle with the crowd. Rubbery men look uncomfortable in their ill-fitting suits and clutching glasses of wine they never even try to sip. The Bohemians are doing their best to make them feel at home. The suffragist ensures none of them are left alone for too long, with the octopus on her head seemingly able to act as a basic translator. Of course, she might simply be trying to be friendly, but speaking to her does put the new arrivals at more ease. Alright, we'll have a chat with the suffragist. Wow, that is a wacky hat. And look at that, a little octopus sitting on there drinking some champagne. Or some champagne. However you choose to say that. Anyway, she moves from bohemian to rubbery with the rosy-cheeked bohomie of inebriation, or bonhomie. Bonhomie. However I properly pronounce that. Anyway, occasionally she passes a piece of cheese and fruit on a stick up to the octopus perched in her hair. It extends an arm to accept it. Several of its other arms are occupied with wine glasses gathered from the drinks table. Red, white, rosé. 8 limbs means never having to choose. I feel like this... They might be partners, so calling the octopus a pet might not be nice. Let's ask about the campaign instead. The suffragist takes a sip of wine. It's terrible what the rubbery men went through in London, the poor dears. Deirdre said someone should do something, isn't that right? She pops a sausage roll in her mouth. This does not impede her speech at all, for in a slightly higher voice she continues, "The bipedal oppressors, ravagers of the Z. First we open the door for the rubbery men, then the rest of us shall squeeze through. 8 torches raised in protests. With 8 arms we rise." The suffragist nods, apparently agreeing with herself. Of course, we have a long road ahead of us, don't we? What crusade we're fighting for was ever easy. She holds a piece of sausage roll up to the octopus in her hat. After what sounds like the deepest of sighs, it snatches it with a tentacle. Resting. Yes, where did you find the octopus in your hair? I met her while swimming, the suffragist and octopus say in unison. There is an awkward pause. Don't mind Deidre, says the suffragist. She always gets a little grumpy when her tentacles dry out. A little wine will pepper right up, you'll see. Pressing. And I guess we'll return to the streets here. We've already repaired our ship, so we don't need to do anything else there. Or there, I guess, so we can return back. We could talk to the king, but I think we'll save that for later. We'll buy a little bit more fuel. There are more weapons here that we can use to blow up our enemies with. Bit more armor would also be pretty good, I should think. Yeah. We'll need a lot more iron, though. Gates of ivory. Oh, I can't use that as of yet. Alright, well, we'll leave that there, then. And we don't really want another ship. So I'm pretty happy with the ships we have. We've got our bank here. I was like, oh, I could sell this crockery. We're not really doing anything with that. Or here, the night market. There we go. Yeah, I'll sell the crockery. I'll hold on to the tea for now. Got a decent amount of money. Tea here. What is this? Oh, that's, yeah, for these guys. So I imagine if we circle around, we'll find the rest of them. So you know what, let's do that as we, I guess, wrap this stream up, is just circle around and visit the other factions. If only briefly. That is both cool and rather ominous. Ah, the Brazen Brigade. Oh. Alright, what do these guys have to say as I smash up my ship? The Clot of Stable Groves is home to the devils of the Brazen Brigade. At its heart stands the adamant idol, whose arrhythmic piping determines the current hour in Pan. The Brazen Brigade are its interpreters. They promise they are utterly impartial. Resting. The Temple of Almost Time. One ruin rises above the rest, dismal in its desolation. It commands the grove. From its broken windows, the adamant idol can be seen, like the moon viewed from a tower. The commanders and knights of the Brazen Brigade reside within. Here their solemnest rituals and their dearest venerations are performed. Interesting. The Grove of Far Too Late. Here the Brazen Brigade venerate the Saints of Hell. Reliquaries speckle the ground like gemstones on a cardinal's vestments. A hill rises from the grove. Halfway up it, a broken temple rests below soaring arches. Behind the hill, from the center of Pan, the adamant idol is clearly visible. Long shadows move below the arches, swaying to the arrhythmic wail of the pipes. The carved faces of saints peer down at you from arches and columns, some of expressions of serenity, their many mauves gently smiling. Other more ecstatic saints are contorted in sanctified rapture. A curious dilettante waves you to join him by a sunken arch. You're just in time. They're about. He's cut off by the sound of horns. A troop of devils thunder past. A single devil in a suit is their quarry. They pursue him to the boundary of the grove, where he disappears in the mists. They hate the Republicans of their kin, the dilettante whispers. They will not suffer equality here. Resting. Alright, so if we want more savage secrets, we could exchange our mysteries. Alright, so at least we know there's a use, or we know where to use our mysteries. We could join the brigade. We won't be able to ally with the other factions. So we won't make any alliances just yet. It also occurs to me, I guess we need at least 3 playthroughs. Whoop, wrong button. If... Ow, good job. Have I really already done that much damage to my hull? I thought I had paid to repair it. Apparently it didn't really repair that well, did it? Both breakers circle. And somewhere over in this corner is the winter people. The frost marchers or whatever. I know that's not their name. Where am I getting the name Frost March from, though? It's in my head from somewhere, but I can't quite say where. And there's a buzzing fly around my head, so that's rather unfortunate. The one fly that snuck into the house. Tisk tisk, says I. Anyway. Yeah, I want to see the Winters, what was their name? It was the Winter something. We'll find their name soon enough. Bargainer's Bridge. This is an interesting place, to be honest with you. Han. Place where time does not flow normally. Or rationally, for that matter. Mason Brigade. Heart Gatherers. I mean, it might be down here, actually, but I kind of was assuming they would all be in a nice circle around the edge here. But maybe not. They might be hiding elsewhere. But we do also have this. This could be where they live, so I guess we'll circle down and go check that out, I guess. Just to see if we have seen everything we're going to see for the time being, anyway. It's also nice to know that while we're in here, terror is not going up. Pretty sure it's the same with New Winchester and London, where as long as you're within, like, the general confines of the city, your terror stays low. Which is useful. Especially given how big these places are. So they're a nice little refuge from the horrors of the endless night out there. Oh, that guy's got a lot of arms. I wish I could zoom out even further to get a better view of that. That statue must be massive. Like, once you consider the scale of everything. So it's very interesting in its way. Very interesting indeed. As we slowly chug around, and you know what? As we wrap things up, or as we get closer to the end here, I want to reiterate what I said at the beginning. I really hope eventually we get, like, an extra slot on our things here where we can, like, upgrade the engine so we can go faster. Oh, and these guys actually want to fight me, so that's, oh dear. Well, at least their weapons have, like, terrible range, so as long as I'm smart, I could probably beat them. And because I am not about to tolerate some punk here shooting at me. Yeah. That'll learn you. Yeah, you gonna run away now? You douser? Ooh, he nicked me a little there. Less good. Aha, but you're stuck against... Oh god. Ooh, boy. Oh, and there's where we want to go. But this thing's almost down, so that's a plus. Oh dear, and my fuel is almost out, so we're gonna want to... Oh, look at this coward. He's running away. I'm not gonna let him run away. You think you could just attack me and get away with it? Do you know who I am? I mean, I guess you don't now because you're dead, but, you know, that's besides the point. 60% chance of success. Mildly ominous. The liberation of night. They attack any engine that dares poison the dark with its... Oh, so if I don't want to fight them, then we turn our headlight off. Okay. The crew are afraid to approach the lightless vessel. Alright. Well, give it a shot. Come on. Oh dear. The lamplight flickers as your crew works. They are nervous, and with shaking hands come mistakes, and with mistakes, arguments. The ruin of the douser groans, ominously. Is there still movement inside? Yeah, sure, I'll help personally. And we gained a little bit of terror. We have a plate, and we restored a fair amount of hull, so that's good. Your presence gives the engineers courage, but as you pry at the plates, your own unease grows. A rank stench pours from within the dowser. And was that a hand pressed for a moment against the inside of the window beside you? Was that laughter you heard from within? That doesn't bode well. We're gonna have to look into this. Ah, Winters Reside, that's what they're called. We're gonna have to look more into who these dowsers are exactly. And I only wanted to see Winters Reside. We're not gonna hear their story just yet, because I think it's time to wrap things up. But next time we return to the skies, that's where we're going. Well, after we buy some resources. And then after that, we're probably heading back to the Reach just to build up some money and finish exploring the stories there. But for now, that's going to do it for this stream. So until the next time, as always, thank you all for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. And I'm going to really do my best to start getting back into a regular schedule with these streams. So expect to see something next time, same time next week, basically. But until then, see y'all next time.